I'm kneading the dough that is going to make a pizza.
What's that dough made of?
The dough is made out of kamut, which is an Egyptian wheat that was transported to our country of America, of course. And I'm allergic to wheat, but I'm not allergic to this, so that's absolutely wonderful. And my son is coming up to fix my car today, and so I decided to make his favorite lunch. So, but I'm going to steal a little bit of it out to make a roll for breakfast for tomorrow morning. And I'll let that just sit here. Oops. So later. Then, all I have to do is press this out, and it takes a while. So, I think I'll take a break while I do this and this is starting to rise already. I thought I'd make it nice and round. Now it can rise again. I'll put it over here. Getting ready to make special cheese to go on top. So I thought, oh, okay. I didn't know what I was going to do with all that tomato sauce. But the Lord had some other thing in mind, for which I'm very thankful. To load this thing with onions. I may have chopped too many, but maybe not. Save them for another time. Because I'm a vegetarian, I put beans on instead of meat or cheese, and then that completes the protein. Beans and the grain together make a complete protein. Don't have to worry about where my proteins are coming from. Then because somebody likes, maybe two buddies, like hot stuff, I'm going to put a few of these here and there on one end. And they will love it, I kind of think. Next comes the olives, which this son got me a case of olives. In fact, 2 cases of olives. I think I'm going to need more olives. Part of the olives I'm putting in to make the cheese, which I won't have to add any salt because there's plenty in these. Never done that before, but I thought I'd try it. And I won't have to open up another one. This is my favorite one, green olives. Nobody's going to object to that. Put on as much garlic as you think you need. You can see how brown it is. No, it can be a little bit browner. set the timer again. Okay. Boop. Set it for 4 or 5. About 5. There we go. See if it's done. Olive, the water off of olives, few olives, and soaked almonds. And I'm not adding any salt because the olive water has salt, a lot of salt in it. I have to get the lid. Okay. And because I don't happen to have any red sweet peppers in for color, if I need it, I'm going to add just this, the jar that I had the tomatoes in. I put a little bit of water, shook it, and I may add that for color. One of the things that needs to be in is nutritional yeast to make it taste like cheese. We'll put this on and let her whiz. And the other thing I need to do is, this is not thick, so I'm going to have to, because I didn't have enough almonds in it, I'm going to have to thicken it. So I added a little bit of organic cornstarch, and we'll just cook it up and make it thick. And then we'll put it on top of the pizza and we'll have everything ready to go. It's all done. Now I have to start steaming that. I'll just stir with this spoon that I used already. And it's done, and I get to eat it in the morning. We put this on, and then we put some cheese on, and then we'll put a speck more on top of the cheese after the cheese is thick. Boy, I can hardly wait till this thing's done. Ooh-wee. Looks delicious. Just take a minute. The original recipe calls for lemon juice in this, but I found I was without lemon juice. So if you're going to be making it, be sure you add some. It adds quite a bit of flavor. Still boiling. You can see a little bit of specks of almond, the outside parts of the almond, because I left them whole. But that's good fiber for us, and it's full of nutrition. Well, it's just about ready to go into the oven. Just a speck more of this, and in she goes. And in she goes. Set the timer for 15. Oh, the old-fashioned timer. Excuse. Well, something around there. Check it. And we'll take it out of the oven. Turn it around, because sometimes the back or the front, especially the back, is full. take a peek. Ah, let's get them done. Doesn't that look delicious? Five more minutes. Ah, it looks finished. How does that look? Nice and canned cheese. Ooh-wee. I'm going to leave it with the door open, waiting for my son. He should be here in just a few minutes. Then we'll have pizza for lunch. Now, okay. Then for salad, we're going to have an edible weed and some one-day pickles. And if you like raw cucumbers, you'll like these even better. And I'll tell you how you did it. I did it. I took a cucumber, washed it, sliced it, 2 or 3 of them to fill a quart. But first you take a nice clean quart jar and you put a tablespoon of salt down in the bottom. And then you put the juice of 2 or 3 lemons. And, oh, first, before I forgot, the first ingredient is a half a jar of water, period. Then you add the salt and the lemon juice. And then you add dill. I haven't put this, I bought it yesterday for a friend of mine that loves dill pickles. But you take dill and put it however much you think. I put 2 or 3 teaspoons in. And here's what I'm doing here is making part of the salad. And I thought I might as well have lots of cucumbers. I just started these yesterday. They're called one-day pickles. But I like them 2 or 3 days later too. They're even better. But what we're going to do then is add edible weed, which is lamb's quarters. Would you hand me that little card right over there? And this hasn't quite put on the flowers that it shows there, but we're going to wash these all and put them down in here with the salad, and I'm going to top it off by chopping up a half of a avocado and sprinkling it over the top. And so we'll have our pizza and the salad from nature. Cost anything. These came from my garden that Yvette and Casey have been making out in my front yard. And somebody gave me the cucumbers, and one day later I can have pickles. Just put the lid on and shake it whenever you go by it. Be sure you get the lid on tight. And then we're going to put in, the next is the lamb's quarters, and then top it with that avocado. Just strip them off. Anyway, I wanted to finish off with the one-day pickles. You can reuse the salted water with dill in it and lemon juice. And the second time you use it, after it's empty, you just fill it back up with another cuke. And then you add a little bit more salt, because a lot of it was, used with the first pickles. And then you just treat it the same. And during the first afternoon or something, I go like this every time I go by that jar, just to make sure that the ones that are up here, not in the juice, are getting the treatment too. Then here's this for tomorrow morning for me to have. and our salad, and we're going to polish it off by putting on pieces of avocado for a little dressing on the top. I wondered this morning what I was going to do with that other half, but it's a pleasure to do it with this. And there's our topping. Here we are ready to put it on the table, and next we'll take it to the table. Oh boy, here's the hot end. We'll do it first. And it looks like it's time to eat. There we go. Steve, would you get that one in your left hand?
Yeah.
Thank you. And we'll get this one. Or this one. Well,
Cut it all the way.
not all the way cut. Anyway, that's what we're having for lunch. Boy, wild dinner. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.